As you know, as I just mentioned, the first thing that the branding, the name has been updated to Zab Club. So welcome to Zab Club, where your XRP grows. You all should know the opportunity that you're getting involved in, the volatility that it carries, being, a cryptocurrency and being a program that it is. So be aware of it before you get involved. Now, the first and the biggest cryptocurrency in the world is Bitcoin. And unless you've been living under a rock, everyone knows the Bitcoin story, how it grew from, a couple of cents all the way to $127,000. Now, of course, being a crypto, it fluctuates. I think currently it is $91,000, still has the biggest market cap. The second one being Ethereum, again, in gas fee, they used to charge a couple of cents. That was the price of Ethereum went all the way to about even 4,500 at one point in time. So we've seen all these growths, and majority of these opportunities we have missed. But today, what we're going to talk about is XRP, which is currently just about close to $2, a little over $2. But the price projection is amazing. And somebody like Malek, as he was saying, that he started accumulating XRP at 50 cents. So the game is what is actually how low can your average buying price will be. And that is something we'll discuss in later. But XRP is what we need to watch out for because it was launched in 2012. It is used by banks, has a market cap of close to 150 billion, and it was created to replace the SWIFT system, which is an international system used to transfer money from one country to another by the banks. It is very old, about 52 years. It takes a very long time. It's quite expensive and confusing as well. It takes anything between $20 to $50 and sometimes even more. However, how XRP makes things better is because it's based on blockchain technology, so absolutely transparent. Can execute up to 1,500 transactions per second. And with one XRP, you can execute 100,000 transactions. That's how cheap it is. The current price, as I mentioned, is close to $2. However, the price projection, even if XRP goes to, acquires 25% of the whole SWIFT network, is $10,000. So if it acquires more, the price goes even higher. And while it might sound, unrealistic, how something that's close to $2 can be $10,000, we all have seen Bitcoin, we all have seen Ethereum grow from, again, pennies to a couple of $1,000, Bitcoin even more than $100,000. So nothing that has not been done before. And while Bitcoin had a very hard journey because it was the first and because it was made to disrupt the financial system, so no banks or institutes liked it. XRP, on the other hand, is actually made by the banks to support the banking industry. That's why the growth in XRP is absolutely inevitable. However, we're not going to wait until it becomes $10,000 per XRP. Even if it gets to $10 per XRP, which is like, less than 5 times of what it is right now. If you have 100,000 XRP, that makes $1 million. So our goal for every single person is to have minimum 100,000 XRP in the balance. Now, the question is how to earn those XRP and how to make money without selling it. Because in order to just buy and keep the XRP on the side so that, like till the time the price grows and which might take a couple of months or a year or something, you have to block $250,000 and forget about it. Now, how many of us can say that we can do like, we can block 250,000 and forget about it till the time price goes to $10, $20. And that too, if you sell it even at $10, $20, you might regret because the price projection is for it to go to $10,000. So here we've devised a system where instead of selling your XRP, you can actually make money from it. That is through Zab, where your XRP grows. So you multiply your XRP here because this system is based on an arbitrage trading system. So what it really does is it checks the price of XRP on different exchanges. It accumulates the price gap, identifies the price gap, buys it low and sells it high. So that is why it makes use of the price difference on different exchanges. And because it's not traditional directional trading, where if you buy something, you wait for the price to go up so that you can sell it and make profit. If you sell something, you wait for the price to go down so that you can buy again and make some profit. And it hardly ever goes the way you plan it. Here, because we're not doing that, we're always in profit. And that's why we call it a win-win model, which was actually made by our CEO, Dr. Jack Van Miller. A lot of you, I think maybe 50% of you at least have met him in person in Barcelona, and you've seen what a great person, what an amazing human being he is, and extremely intelligent, of course. That's how we made the system. And the rest of you, I'm sure that you've met him online on different Zooms. And in the next event, would certainly get to meet him in person. So now the profit that you can make from this system is up to 1%. And the way you get profit is in terms of in the form of airdrops in your back office. So, at every, maybe in an hour, 2, 3, 4, it depends on, the amount of trade opportunities that the system is able to identify and execute and all. So on an average between anything between 1 to 4 airdrops per hour you get in your back office, which can accumulate to up to 1% daily. Now, remember, this is up to figure, which is our best performing figure, not minimum. Or it's not every day is not consistent, because trading varies from day to day, as you can see how volatile the crypto market is. The good part is that while if you just buy and hold XRP, when the price goes down, the value goes down in dollars. Here, if you put your money in XRP, if you put your XRP with Zab, actually, your XRP multiplies. So even if the market is going down, you're making profit. And again, we'll talk about that. Not only that, you can actually double this profit, double the amount of daily rewards that you're getting by simply going Sonic, which is whatever number of XRPs, whatever package you hold yourself. If you bring in 2x in direct volume, then you can make double that amount in XRP and for next 45 days. Now, not only that, we have different packages, although the good part is you can get started with anything as low as just 10 XRP, and you can buy even a custom package, but they're categorized. So anything between 10 to 499 XRP is called a basic pack. Anything between 500 XRP, 500 or above is called an eco pack. Anything that's 2000 XRP or above is turbo. 5,000 XRP or above is a hyper, and then 10,000 XRP and above is a tycoon pack. Now, all these packages have different benefits to them, as you can see here, and you will understand them better as we progress through the compensation plan. Now, there is one XRP standard activation fee with every package, whether it's 10 XRP package or 10,000 XRP package, a standard activation fee of 10 XRP. Also, because you're not trading yourself, the bot is doing the trading for you. So whatever profit is made, that's 30-70 profit share, 30% is kept by the bot, and you get to keep 70% of the profit. Also, the maximum airdrop that you can receive, passive profit, is 300%. Now, it's extremely simple how you get this profit. Now, once you have any of the packages that we mentioned in the previous slide, you will see a bot in front of that. Now, the color of the bot depends on the package that you have buy, the category it falls in. And then the bot will be gray in your back office against your package. As soon as you press the bot, it will change color depending on the category your bot falls in, and it will start running. When the bot starts to run, that means ka-ching, 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 you make money, okay? And while earlier the process was, and in fact, even right now, you need to do this once every 70 hours. So for 70 hours, the bot would run. After that, it would stop, and you would need to just press the button again, but we're making it even simpler now. The simplicity is that now you need to turn the bot on only once, just once a week, not even every 70 hours. Icing on cake is the fact that it's the same day for every single person, because earlier, if you had multiple packages, as you could buy any number of packages in an account. So earlier, if you had different packages, might have different, bot trading time. So to keep a track was difficult. Here, it's one single day, and it's not just for one single day for a person. It's for the entire company, just one single day. So it's much easier to remember. It's every Tuesday. Not just that, things are even better. And what I mentioned, this was like the icing on the cake. So now cherry on the icing is the fact that earlier you used to get these passive income or the airdrops only 5 days a week. Saturday and Sunday did not get paid. But now with this new system that's going to be implemented from the 2nd of December, because first is Monday, second is the first Tuesday. From the 2nd of December is that number one, just once in a week. Number two, now you get the airdrops 6 days a week, not 5. So we get one additional day, 6 days a week that you're going to get this. And the sprinkle on the icing, the pixie dust, is the fact that the airdrops that you receive during the entire day, they get accumulated and credited to your balance, your airdrop balance, every 24 hours. Earlier, it was after 70 hours, after the completion of cycle, that it would be credited to your airdrop balance. Now it's every 24 hours, and the time is in Finnish time zone, Finland time zone. Just want to clarify because we've got global audience. So it's in Finland time zone. Monday midnight to Tuesday midnight, the bot is going to be off Finland time. And then from Wednesday on, you start, getting the airdrops again once you turn on the bot on Tuesday. Okay, so make sure you turn the bot on Tuesday. Not just that, if there is somebody new who signed up, or let's say you are buying a new package, doesn't matter, even if it is midweek, let's say it's Wednesday or Thursday or Friday when you buy the package, the day that you buy the package for the first time, you will be able to turn the bot on that particular day at that time. And you will get the airdrops from that day all the way to Monday until the next Tuesday comes. Starting from the next day, because it is possible that, let's say, if you buy the bot on Thursday evening, okay, so you can turn the bot on at the very same time. You will start receiving the airdrops from Friday, like actually midnight Thursday, right after it's 12. You will start receiving the airdrops from the very next day all the way through Monday. And then Tuesday, the bot would start where you would need to restart it. And from Wednesday, you start normal cycle like everybody else. So pretty much like, we've tried to simplify it as much as possible and make it as good as possible for all of you. Now, also, the everything that you earn, you can withdraw them, and the withdrawals are automated and instant through smart contract. The first time that you make a withdrawal request, your wallet needs to be whitelisted. So that goes through our risk management team, and a couple of withdrawals after that go through our risk management team. That is just our, that is for our security, and that is our safety mechanism. After that, it is automated. So that means after that, the moment you press withdrawal button, it would be paid. And of course, as security measure, from time to time, there are some transactions that can go to the security, to the risk management team. Also, please make sure it's extremely, extremely important that for withdrawals, you only put the address of your decentralized XRP wallet. Decentralized XRP wallet, that is extremely important. Do not put address from a centralized exchange. We have made system where it would reject it in the first place. However, there's a new exchange or something and the system doesn't identify. It'll be, concern for you because that money can get lost. So make sure that you always update the address from your decentralized XRP wallet. And that could be anyway, Bidget, that could be, SafePal, Trust Wallet, anything that suits you, but decentralized. Now, also you can save, the withdrawal fee is 10%, as you can see here, 10% withdrawal charges. However, you can save 8% from that by simply using the funds internally. You can create a gift code and sell it to somebody, or you can make P2P transfer. That means if you're transferring money to any of your peers, once you get it in Fund Wallet, then it's no charge at all. So 2% you pay to get it to Fund Wallet. After that, if you want to transfer it to somebody internally for them to use, absolutely no charge. If you want to create a gift code and sell it to somebody, no charge at all. And we will have, when we do the proper training, I will show you in back office how to do that as well. This essentially means, let's say you have somebody, for example, if Malik wants to buy a package of 5,000 XRP and I have 5,000 XRP in my back office that I want to withdraw. If I withdraw, I'll be paying, let's say it's already in my fund wallet, I will be paying 8% on that. So, instead of that, if I send it internally to Malik and Malik can send me XRP to my external wallet, I still get money in my external wallet where I needed to. And Malik has got money in his fund wallet easily, which he needed to buy the package, and I have saved 8%. So that's, again, a win-win for everybody. Now, this was about the passive income. If you're somebody who's holding XRP anyway, because initially this project was made targeting only XRP army, people who buy and hold XRP like Malik. Okay, so you really don't have to tell anybody about the benefits of XRP actually, because pretty much there's millions of people who believe in the vision of XRP and are buying and saving XRP anyway. Now, all we need to do is just divert those people to Zab so that they can not, they're just not buying and holding on to their XRP. They're actually putting it to some use. They're making their XRP work for them. So that's passive. This is what we discussed so far is what they can make passively. But if you want to make life-changing income from this opportunity, then this is where you need to focus. The 4 active incomes from Zab affiliate program. The first one is our direct bonus. Now, anybody who signs directly with you, whatever package they buy, you get 8% of that straight away. So if they buy 100 XRP, you get 8 XRP straight away. Now, we also have, level income where not only from your direct, you actually earn income from everybody that, joins under them. So essentially making a part of your team. And you earn from 20 levels. So that means, it's pretty much by the time you go to 20 levels, your team could even be, because there is no limit to the number of directs that you can have. You can have 10, 15, 20, any number of directs since this is a uni-level plan. And that means if the wider you are at the top, the wider is going to grow at the bottom. And that means even 0.5% from every single person's package. This is not from the ROI. This is from the package would make a huge, huge income. So anybody at your level 2, you get 2%. Anybody between level 3 to level 6, you get 1%. Anybody from level 7 all the way to 20th level, you get 0.5% of every single person's income. Now, usually you need one direct sign up in order to open each level. Your direct is open already. But in order to open, let's say level 2, you need one direct. In order to open level 3, you need 2 directs, etc., etc. However, if you have a 500 XRP package, the second level is automatically open right from the beginning. If you have 2000 XRP package, then 10 levels are open already, 2000 more. If you have 5000 or more XRP package, then 15 levels are open already right from the beginning. And if you have 10,000 XRP package, then 20 levels are open already. Now, remember that these are like, it has to be a single package of 2,000 or more, a single package of 500 or more, 5,000 or more, 10,000 or more in addition for you to have these level open right from the beginning. But this means, let's say you have a 10,000 XRP package, and even if just one of your organizations is working, let's say even one direct person is working and building team, you actually benefiting from 20 levels from that just single team. And again, that could be a huge income. Now, this is the biggest income that we have, when we talk about life-changing amounts, because here you can make up to 15% of your entire team's volume. And this is not limited to any level. It can go down to 100, 200, 500 levels, doesn't matter. The bigger your team grows, the bigger this money is going to be because it's 15% of your entire team volume. Now, you can start with, 6% as you achieve ranks on accumulate volume. Then you can claim at a higher percentage because as you go down, like let's say at Sapphire, you can claim at 11%, at Diamond, you can claim at 12%, but you need to have the accumulated volume according to that. So for example, if you have $1,000, 1,000 XRP accumulated team volume, and you meet the criteria, you can claim at 6%. But if you wait instead of claiming at 6% and let the volume accumulate, let's say the volume accumulates to $100,000, 100,000 XRP, and you become a diamond, you can claim at 12%. And it's a small difference because I will give you an example here. Let me just stop this share. And you have me pinned already. Now, for example, if you claim at every 1,000 XRP, okay? Every 1,000 XRP, by the time you reach 100,000 XRP in volume, you have already claimed 100 times, correct? And every time you've claimed at 6%. So that means 1,000, you've claimed at 6%. So every 1,000, you get 60 XRP because you claim at 6%. So now you have claimed 100 times. That means you have claimed 6,000 XRP. However, if you instead let the volume accumulate and get to 100,000 instead of, claiming at every 1,000 XRP, then you're going to claim at 12%. That means for the same 100,000 XRP volume, 12%, you are claiming 12,000 XRP. That's the difference. It's the same volume, but instead of claiming at every 1,000, if you wait for the volume to accumulate and claim at a later, position, then you gain more. And of course, once you reach the crown diamond position, then you can claim 15% at 1 million minimum volume. And that means about 150,000 XRP. Now, let's say by the time you reach the position, XRP is even $3, just $3 per XRP. Then that means you get close to $500,000 just as team bonus, which is in addition to the level bonus that you've made so far, which is in addition to all the direct bonus and the passive income that you have made. Just this alone can be close to $500,000. That's how huge this is. Now, for this earlier, again, good news, because earlier you needed to have a 500 XRP package minimum. You still need 500 XRP. However, even if it is not just one package, the accumulated volume of all your active packages, because again, you can have multiple packages. So the accumulated volume of all your packages put together, if it is 500, you will still be eligible for claiming team bonus. So let's say you have a 300 XRP package, a 200 XRP package, put together, they're 500. So that makes you eligible. Now, maximum 1/3 of the total volume can come from any one leg. Okay, that means 100% of the volume cannot come from one leg. And again, I would quickly like to share an example here to clarify things without taking much time. Now, this means, and now you need minimum 3 working organization, but there is, no limit to how many more you can have. And generally having more than 3 really helps because, for example, if this is you and you have 3 active organizations, okay? You have 7K volume here, you have 7K volume here, and you have 4K volume here, okay? If you have 7, 7, 7, and 4K, if you only have 3 active organizations, the maximum 1/3 can come from one organization. So that means the claimable volume will be 4K times 3, that is 12,000 XRP will be your claimable volume on which you can claim your team bonus. Okay. Now, according to the current scenario, according to the compensation plan, that means you can probably claim at an ambassador 10 position. Okay. So if you claim at an ambassador 10 position, you are claiming at 9% of this volume. Okay. 9% of this volume is how much? 1,100 something? 9% of 12,000.
720.
Sorry.
No.
No.
1,080.
Okay, that is what you will be claiming. However, let's consider a scenario you just have one more active leg of 3K here. Okay, let me pin myself again so that you can see this clearly. If you have just one more organization of 3K here, now the total volume is what? 21,000, and no one leg has more than 33%. That means you can claim the entire volume. So this means instead of 12,000, now you will be claiming the volume of 21,000. And again, 21,000 volume would mean that you're claiming at ruby position instead of ambassador 10. It makes you ruby, just extra that 3K, and you're claiming this at 10%. That means you're claiming 2100 XRP. Instead of 1080, you're now claiming 2100 XRP. Actually, doubled your team bonus just by adding one more leg here. And usually it is very, it becomes easier to manage your volume spread when it is spread across. If you have only three organizations, there's bound to be one runaway leg, which is your power leg, and the other two are playing catch up. So you're never able to catch up to that volume. So if you're somebody, who's a builder, make sure that, you spread and you accumulate, you spread the volume, you spread your team so that your volume is more calibrated. Now, not just that, the volume keeps on accumulating for 90 days. Okay. So in your back office, you will also see a ledger. Now, in your dashboard, if you just scroll it down to the very bottom, you see 90-day team volume. And if you click on that, it will open an entire ledger, which will show you date-wise in the last 90 days on what date you got how much volume. So remember that any volume that is more than 90-day old, that will get expired. So it's not like on one fine day when it says 90-day rolling volume, on one fine day, all your 90-day volume is going to, vanish. No. So let's say even if you forget to claim on 90-day exact, on the 91st day, just the volume that came in on day one, that will expire. And that might be even because you just started the work. So that might even be 10, 20, 100 XRP, wherein the volume you're getting now, the new volume from now will get added. So maybe you lost 100 XRP, but you gained another 1000 XRP because that's the new volume that got added. So you're essentially not losing anything. And the good part here is that, we understand different people have different needs. So that is why it is down to you to claim. There is no, rule, and there is no obligation that you have to claim at 6% only or 7% only. It's up to you. If you have the need, you want to claim it every time you reach 1000 XRP and every time at Ambassador 1, it's absolutely down to you. But if you let it accumulate and go to, a higher this thing, then obviously you gain more, right? Now, this was the compensation plan. However, recently, we've added one more thing, which is our renewal bonus. Now, every time somebody that you've signed up already, and not just direct, anybody in your team, whenever somebody buys an additional package or renews any of their packages, you get paid direct bonus, level bonus, and team bonus all over again for the very same person that you'd signed up anyway. So it's in a way you work once, but you get paid again and again every time there is an activity. And not just that, overall you can earn up to 400% from the compensation plan. So if you have 1000 XRP package, the maximum earning you can make is 4000 XRP. However, the team bonus that we saw, and we saw 90-day volume accumulates. If you're able to achieve any of the positions within first 30 days, instead of 90 days, if you're able to achieve, let's say, ruby, sapphire, diamond, black diamond, or crown diamond in the first 30 days, you get additional rewards. All this monetary reward is going to be there. But in addition to that, what you also get is if you become a ruby within first 30 days, you get an Apple headphone. If you become a sapphire, you get an iPhone. If you become a diamond, you get a 10-gram gold bar. If you become a black diamond, you get a Rolex. And if you become a crown diamond in the first 30 days, you get a Patek Philippe. So that just makes, I think, the opportunity much, much more exciting. And also, we've got an event coming up in Thailand in March, and the tickets are on sale already. Now, I know that a lot of you have bought the tickets as well. We'll be sharing more details about the ticket in our Zoom calls. I think the first 200 that was for special offer might already be sold out, but I will be updating you on that information very soon. And we'll have more frequent training calls. Now, we also have introduced our forex trading platform. And again, if we could have a separate call for that where we can train you through the system. I know that all of you who were present in the Zoom yesterday, they would have seen the system already. It's extremely simple. You just need to go from your back office and you need to activate your forex system. And After that, you can either deposit funds directly from your Zab account, or you can deposit fresh funds into the forex trading system as well. So without making it too long, I will take your leave now. Thank you so much, everyone.